Good morning, my lovelies. What it do, what it do, what it do. This is Miss Yaakov coming straight from that Spiker Star, a.k.a. the Messenger, a.k.a. the Virgo Goddess, a.k.a. the Daughters of Zion, a.k.a. that Topaz Gem Sapphire. Hey, listen, always have a message for you, but it's up to you to discern what Miss Yaakov was trying to say. Remember, I'm just outside looking into your world, see things that you just don't see, okay? But top of the AM, the Goddess is feeling good, lovely, and so blessed, okay? Each and every morning, I lift my window up like Daniel did. I look up to the celestial realms, Jerusalem, the real Jerusalem, okay? And I give my praise, glory, and worship to the sovereign Lord of hosts, for he is merciful and worthy to be praised. He's driving many of y'all off the land, giving me the land, me the inheritance, okay? And wherever I'm at, that's where my land shall be and my inheritance shall be, okay? AKA reparations, okay? If you woke up this morning, you need to give thanks to the sovereign Lord of hosts, okay? Because each and every day that you wake up is a fresh new day and a clean page for you to get some salvation for yourself so you can be redeemed from his everlasting judgment, okay? And always remember, each and every day that you wake up is grace and mercy, okay, for you to get salvation, okay, is never ever to be taken for granted, because it can and will run out soon, okay? But top of the AM, the name of this is called Being Hungry versus Starving. There is a distinct difference between hungry and starving based on intensity and physical state. Hungry is the temporary normal sensation of needing food, often felt as stomach growling. Starvation is the extreme prolonged hunger, causing weakness, dizziness, and potential long-term damage or death as the body breaks down its own tissue. Malnutrition, lack of calories, fuel, and nutrients required for survival, leading to organ damage and muscle loss and eventually death. Okay, so let me just say this dead food, this bioengineer, and keep in mind, we've been in a silent famine. We've been in a silent famine since 2022. Food ain't been the same, okay, since the pandemic. I first talked about this in 2022 with the chicken, okay, when I was talking about the chicken, okay, the taste and the smell of the chicken, okay. I've been talking about this for the past couple of years, okay. It got worse, okay. It went from bad to worse. It done went from processed food to now it's straight up 100% bioengineered, fake, laboratory made food, okay? There's no nutritional value in this food. You're eating it and you're not getting full. In the book of Micah, it talks about this. Eat and you will not be full. Your stomach will always be hungry, okay? Because everything has been put to the sword, okay? Yes, the food has been put to the sword since 2022. A lot of people is losing weight. And don't get me wrong, losing weight is good, okay? It could be a good thing for healthy cause, and it could be a bad thing in this cause. In this cause, it's a bad thing when people is losing weight because their body is breaking down its own tissue, okay? The body is breaking down its own tissue, and they losing nutrition. They losing its nutritional value, okay? Which means they're not gaining no nutrition in the food, the bioengineered food that they spending all their money on. They're not getting any type of nutrition, okay? So their body is breaking down its own tissue. The more that they continue to eat this dead food, okay, the more and more that they losing. And not only that, but they're putting toxic chemicals from the dead food from the store, the toxic chemicals from the dead food, the bioengineered food, the lab food, that contains toxic chemicals that they putting in their body, that's also eating their body up too, and that's also devouring their nutrition, what's left in their body, okay? So that's why they losing a lot of weight, and they losing weight as a means of they look sick, Okay, they look sick. A lot of people is big up here and small down there. That's because their body is not getting no nutrition. Okay, they're eating for pleasure. They're not eating for nutrition. Again, these sunflowers right here, this is nutrition. Okay, I might be hungry, okay, but I'm not starving. Okay, which means my body can go a while without food, okay? But nutrition, my body has nutrition. This is nutrition. These sunflowers and daisies are nutrition because they earthly and they plant-based, okay? I also consume, again, 3 other plants, 3 other earthly plants that contain the 13 essential vitamins, okay, for my sustainability, okay? So my body will sustain itself. I also drink earthly water. I don't drink bottled water, okay, and I don't drink faucet water, okay? I don't drink nothing, no store water and no faucet water, okay? I drink earthly water from the oceans, ponds, rivers, lakes, fire hydrant, okay? Things of that nature, okay? Creeks, okay? Rainwater, okay? Yes, I do drink the rainwater, okay? That's the most healthiest water of all the water on the planet is the rainwater, okay? Because that's celestial water, okay? Yes, that's the true and living water, okay? So I consume my body with true and living organisms and enzymes. I don't put nothing dead inside my body, okay? I might have a pastry or a piece of bread. That is it. I don't consume. I no longer put dead food from the store into my body, okay? So yes, I might slim down, but in a healthy way, okay? Not in a bad way that I look like I'm sick, okay? Nothing like that, okay? A lot of people is messing around with this store food and it's slowly killing them off because their bodies is not getting no nutrition. And then on top of it, they're drinking, they smoking, they vaping, and they putting other types of other toxic chemicals inside their body is also eating them up alive as well, okay? Yes, the party life will deplete your vitamin count, okay? My friend, before I get on out of here, the atheist went to the doctor and they said, he said that the doctor told him that his potassium is low. Okay, so pretty soon, before you know it, the atheist is not going to no longer exist, okay, because his body is not getting nutrition. His potassium is low, and once the potassium drop, other vitamins and other things in the body is going to start to drop as well, and he's going to become sick and die, okay? It's sad, but hey, man, it is what it is. You got to know how to survive, okay? That's what it is. You're supposed to consume to survive, okay? Not for pleasure. A lot of people is eating, chasing that fulfillment of food. That fulfillment of food left back in 2022, okay? Now it's survival. Your body has to sustain itself or it will die, okay? Your body cannot survive without nutrition. Your body cannot survive without the 13 essential vitamins of the body, okay? You need vitamin D, vitamin C, you need niacin, okay? Thiamine. You need a lot of those things inside your body in order for your body to sustain itself, okay? Potassium, magnesium, zinc, iron, and you get all that from the sunflowers. You get all that from outside food. You're not going to get these vitamins from store food, okay, because it's processed and it's bioengineered, okay? So there's nothing in bioengineered and processed food. It's dead food that contains maggots, worms, parasites, and all kinds of things, and you ain't doing nothing but putting that stuff in your body, and that stuff is eating your body up and is breaking down your tissue, and you losing weight, okay? And the next thing you know, you're going to die, okay, because your body does not have no vitamins. You failed road to sustain yourself. Okay? Worrying about taste and following after the crowd and all that, and you end up dead in the ditch. Anywho, I'm about to get on out of here. That sparkling star, the brightest star, the constellation. Man, listen, man. Repent for your filth and save your soul. In due season, the sovereign Lord will bring down his new heaven upon the new earth. There's going to be a new heaven and a new earth, and I should dwell there forevermore. Repent for your filth so you can be part of this glorious event. I'm out of here.